Hi, everybody, and welcome back to another session of Darksiders 3 with Chaos Counselor. What's that?
String shard.
Cool.
Sick.
Set shit on fire! Hooray! Yeah!
There's a pot. Ooh.
Hooray!
Well, I mean,
thought
your hair is currently flazing, so I think pot was kind of inevitable at this point.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
a splutting.
I honestly thought you got, instead of Lurcher, it said small Lucifer shard.
I believe it.
It's like, huh.
Where is the devil?
And Hal.
Well, no shit, Sherlock, but
Okay, but Lucifer
in this.
in this universe, he's not actually called Lucifer. I mean, admittedly, that's something I find a little fascinating about this game series is that there is Samael, who is the ruler of hell, but he's not the original ruler of hell. Then there is the Destroyer,
Yes.
who you actually never found out what the deal with the Destroyer was in the first game because he never got far enough. But the Destroyer is not like the devil. His whole job is just to destroy mankind and destroy the angels. Then there's the Prince of Darkness, which I don't think is ever mentioned in the first game and only alluded to in the second game. I mean, granted, because we had the definitive edition, we got to see the cutscene regardless. And even then, I don't think he's referred to as the Prince of Darkness in-game. I only know that because I incessantly read everything I could about the franchise.
So, we don't know.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know if the Prince of Darkness is supposed to be Lucifer, and just Lucifer.
Hey.
Hi, Lee. How are you?
I'm doing okay.
Oh, okay, good.
Yeah.
Take the
I missed
sword,
you.
bitch.
Hanging in there. Okay.
Isn't that what Lucifer said to his wife?
What?
Take the sword, bitch.
Okay.
It was an axe.
You guys suck.
I know.
I'm sorry.
I know Lee used his sword and he stabbed Chun Chang, but
That was.
So yeah, he said, take the sword, bitch.
That wasn't a lie.
it wasn't a lie.
That's fair. I have nothing to say to that.
I was legit.
True, but given that Azure Twilight has changed dialogue in a game for us, Azure, change
she's
the
gonna
dialogue
change it
for
now.
me.
She's busy. Now she'll delete it out of spite.
Like, this was never meant to see the light of day. Never again.
It's like, Luke, what the hell? No, I'm
I was
pretty sure
honestly-
that's the serpent hole we came through.
Yes, it is.
I honestly thought when you had said that line, I was legit, like, going through my entire memory banks, like, where was that, 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 where was that? And so that's why I just kind of stood there staring off into nothing, because I was legit like, where was that, where was that, where was that?
It's in my headcanon.
Okay. That's okay.
And since I'm the one who played Lucia and just Lucia, my headcanon is the canon now.
I don't think that's
So there's something I just want to quickly share because it's something I found out the hard way and it's something that does tick me off about this game. While purchasing these are unlimited, they get more expensive with each purchase.
Yeah, I noticed that.
Okay, so you have to be very mindful about how much you rely on Volgrim's items. It was rather annoying, especially just considering I used all my revival things on a single boss fight, and I still died! That's the boss fight in question that I had to just call it quits.
Yeah. I know last time we called it sad mode, but it's okay to be sad sometimes.
Yeah, I had to resort to sad mode, so what did putting the swords up there do? Oh wait, maybe you have to hit all three of them. at once.
Right.
Oh, yeah, they're activated like that.
I think the whip is just, if you hit him with the whip, it's just a wide enough... Of course not.
There we
There
go.
we go.
We just had a rapid fire.
Oh.
Body's turning.
I did it first.
Oh yeah, then we can get up there. Dun 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 dun.
I think that's our way out.
Yeah, I think if you go left or right, back up there.
They're talking.
There's talking happening.
Do we want to turn it up just so we can actually hear the dialogue a bit better?
The remote's right next to you.
Oh, you're right.
Hello.
Oh, that's still really loud.
Huh.
Yeah.
Is it coming through here?
I don't see any audio, actually.
I turned off PC gaming.
but there's no audio coming through game.
Shall we just start a whole new episode?
Hi, everybody. Welcome back. We had to solve an audio issue. It turns out, for the past episode and a half, we weren't capturing audio because the Elgato decided, I don't want to get audio from the HDMI because analog's a thing that PlayStations use, right? I'm going to grab it from there.
Yeah, so I probably either got sound of the game to put in, or I just used music from YouTube's library.
Yay, ambience.
Which I have a lot of.
So hopefully this is now better. You guys didn't miss much, so if anything, you can skip that episode. I don't know,
This is
man.
after the fact. I don't think anyone would know.
They might realize and be like, what is this shit? And turn off. I don't know.
I don't know either.
I want to feel like I'm giving useful advice.
You know what? Here, you could probably give this advice, and then if anyone's like, you should check out this series. Oh, but skip this episode.
Exactly, there, guys.
Thank you, Gumshoe.
Ow. Thanks,
You're
Gumshoe. You're the
welcome.
best.
You're welcome,
I miss
Phoenix
you.
and Maya.
We're never gonna see Gumshoe again
No, we're not.
because he's not in any of the future games. Like,
Well,
At all.
He's in Apollo. Brief.
Where?
oh, for the briefest. Yeah, you're right. Okay, I forgot.
Flashback case, right?
Yeah.
Yee. But it's still. But I think it's
Okay,
because he
here we
finally
are.
retired. Because he was just sick of his shit paycheck, and he just Maggie's the breadwinner of the family. He stays at
Yeah.
home with the kids.
Provided, you know, that's actually what
Oh, good to see you.
It's
sorry.
lava rocks. Oh, hi! It's a person. Just kidding. It's a dead guy.
No.
I've been playing this horror game, so I just look at corpses and think, you're probably a person, right?
No, I actually, right before I came here, I, thought for a sec, I was watching some scary games before I came here, and I was like, this'll be fine. This'll help me wake up. And I'm sitting there like,
Mistakes have been made.
What game were you watching?
I'll be honest, I was watching...
Hey, cutscene time.
You can tell me later.
Easy. Do you hear it?
It's not bikini, I can tell you that much.
Wait, it's a person.
Oh, these
This is
motherfuckers.
not what we
Oh,
seek.
bad
Let us carry on. Wait. The Maker. You owe him nothing. I know. I want him to owe me.
You have
Easy,
giant
child.
hands.
Easy. I can lead you to others like you. Humans. Won't that be nice?
Is that a fucking hunter?
Yes.
Oh, gosh.
Hi, Demon's Child. How are you?
I mean, these aren't super terrible. Don't forget that loot drop right there.
Does it disappear over time?
Huh?
This
No, I just want to make sure we don't move on because these guys have a tendency to run all over the place. So,
I mean, they are the hunters from Left 4 Dead, so...
I mean, these things are a far cry from the worst enemies. They're just really bloody annoying.
You know what enemies I always find are very annoying?
The Miblings from Wind Waker.
Yes.
Dinner.
Dananas. I didn't know they were called Miblings. I just thought they were called Dananas.
I didn't know they were called Midlinks either.
What
I knew they
things
were-
again.
The little pitchfork demon things from
That come
Wind
out, they're
Waker.
like, dinner, 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 dinner.
See, I thought they were actually kind of creepy. Not because I
Same.
thought they were scary, but it's just
There's
because
so
you just
many.
kind of hear them faintly coming towards you. I'm like, ah, crap, here they come.
No, they were
They
like,
scare the shit out of
they
me.
scared me too because like they were really hard to deal with, and you knew they came in swarms. So if you heard just a tiny, you're like,
There's gonna be so many.
Plus, the ones at the Forsaken Fortress that you have to deal with on your second visit, they don't stop coming.
it depends.
I don't remember if they stopped. It's been a long time since I played Wind Waker.
If you get caught by the searchlight when you're going around, they will spawn into infinitum.
I never got caught by spotlights. So.
Well, I did, but I mean, eventually you can kill them all.
as long as you don't get caught again, I guess.
I'm assuming you have to
Can you-
swing. But,
Can you jump up and then?
I mean,
No, that's-
no, he just tried.
no, I mean like
that.
super jump.
Yeah, I know. He just.
Oh,
Oh.
there.
Oh. Okay.
Ah!
Be that way.
Okay.
You know, I shouldn't complain too much about selective, hit registering, because this game is way better than Lament of Innocence was at registering. Now,
I saw that cliffside there to the left.
Maybe you can like swing back and get higher.
Oh
'cause
no,
you're
there's
higher?
those teeth.
But like seriously, anyone who's played Lament of Innocence, I hate Leon's whips hit detection. Like, because you gotta swing from like rope to rope, but you have to hit it at like the most specifically perfect angle. It makes something that should be high adrenaline action. It's like, well, same crap as always.
Hello.
Welcome to early PlayStation.
It was PlayStation 2.
Early PlayStation.
Early PlayStation. Keep in mind, we're playing on PlayStation 4.
So now PlayStation 2 is early PlayStation.
PlayStation 2
Is
is
hella
what I
old.
got when I was playing GameCube, so.
It's hella old.
There was a thingy.
Oh, there's a glowy glue. Thanks, glowy glue. Oh.
I remember, like, my cousin had, like, I think it was an old PlayStation, or, like, a PlayStation 2 that was pretty compatible with PlayStation
PlayStation 2 can play all PlayStation.
Yeah. And I was like, man, this is an interesting PlayStation 2 game. And she would look at me and be like, this is a PlayStation game. And I was like, this artifact.
It's an artifact. Yeah, no, I was basically the same way. Like when I found Final Fantasy IX for the PlayStation 1, I was like, this ancient artifact from the 80s. And it probably wasn't even fucking the 80s.
It's the 9th. PlayStation is 90s, honey.
I know, exactly.
I mean, that's what I did when I came and found Soul Reaver for the PlayStation. I'm like, buying this. What disappoints me, though, is that, I buy most of my games, or at least try to buy them from GameStop, because they're significantly cheaper there than on Amazon. But, for whatever reason, Soul Reaver 2 and Legacy of Kain Defiance, which was the last in the series, and we don't talk about Nosgoth, and yeah, they're not available on the GameStop app. I'm like, lame!
Not to derail. I just looked it up. Final Fantasy IX came out in 2000.
Cool.
So
there I was.
it was an 80s
I
game.
was just like, look at this relic from the 80s.
It's actually from the
Holy
2000s.
shit, I was such an idiot. I am an idiot.
To be fair, 2000
2000 was a long time ago.
It was a long time ago. I was
Nearly 20 years ago.
not to date myself, I was 6 years old.
Dang.
Dinosaur.
I remember for a while...
Oh my gosh, it is a dinosaur! I thought you were calling me a dinosaur.
There was a time where I just assumed everything before a certain point all happened at the same time. Because I remember I watched Bye Bye Birdie in school, and then shortly afterwards watched Newsies. I don't remember if it was for school or just at home. And someone was like, "Oh, the singing dancer woman who they hide out in her, bar or whatever. That's the girl from Bye Bye Birdie." I'm like, "But she's so much older than them." I mean, weren't all these movies made at the same time because they were made before the year 2000 or something like that?
I'm kind of convinced that's how some people work on the internet now,
Oh.
if I'm honest. I mean, maybe this is reading too deep into it, but because everything is so quick on the internet,
Yeah.
I think people forget that, like, reading something that happened, like, 5 years ago is actually a really long time.
I mean, because when we went to see Aquaman as a family, my brother's best friend, who actually lived, our not Sunshine, the other brother.
Oh, hey, I died.
This is why I hate these things. I hate this room. And I hate the room that you had to run through and jump while they were throwing dynamite down you. That sucked too. But, spoilers for Aquaman. The movie opens with setting up the villain Black Manta. And a big part of Black Manta's story in modern comics and the movie... Well, okay, I don't know how long this has been a thing with Black Manta, but Black Manta's dad dies because Aquaman doesn't save him because, well, he's an asshole. So Black Manta blames Aquaman for his father's death, and that's why he wants to kill Aquaman. And so my brother's best friend was like, that is such a cliche. And I kind of look at him and it's like, Aquaman is 75 years old, right? I mean, I don't know when that was incorporated into Black Manta's backstory, but Aquaman predates a lot of these cliches. And a lot of people have a tendency to forget that. And he's like, well, yeah, but it's a modern movie. They shouldn't do the cliches. But I'm like, but they're still trying to adapt to source material. It's like, don't get me wrong, I don't necessarily disagree.
What's with the falling fly?
That's the dynamite I was talking about, the things thrown down at you. And that's the hard part about adapting DC comics in particular, especially the older ones, is that if they try to be super faithful to the characters, a lot of things about them will seem, that's so been done, even if most people don't realize in some cases the DC heroes started that trend. And I don't mean DC, just in general, you know? Like, just as another example, the movie The Bad Seed.
When should I end the spoiler alert for Aquaman?
You can end it now.
Okay.
The movie The Bad Seed is all about, the evil child. But someone has pointed out, most of the things in the movie are not really groundbreaking. In fact, they're kind of been proven wrong since then. Yeah. Well, not even proven wrong, just they're not really considered avant-garde anymore. And very basic by today's standards of evil kids in movies. But if you look at it for the time, that sort of thing had never been done before. I feel like I should be, making a more profound conclusion to that statement, but I just don't really know what to add to.
I have usually no comment on stuff when it comes to tropes, because it took me until I was like 18 years old to find out that tropes existed. Because everyone's like, oh, I hate that trope. And I was like, what is that? And they're like, oh, it's a different category for all this stuff. And these are all the tropes I hate. I'm like, why can't we just like
it? Or
like it. Why does it have to be part of something? All of them are in a sense different. That's why I never really could comment on tropes.
The only time I ever comment on tropes is the overuse of like fan service and stuff.
Yeah.
And over sexualization. That's the only trope that I despise. Everything else, I'm like, the world is just a remix of the dictionary. I don't care.
I mean, history repeats itself.
The funny thing is even though for the most part I 100% agree with that statement, the funny thing is there have been like two instances in particular, one being the Red Sonja comics I was reading, and the other being Tales of Berseria. It's like, yeah, these characters don't need to show this much skin, but gosh darn, the characters really make it work for who they are. Mm-hmm. Again, I still would prefer maybe not having that, but I'm like, if you're gonna have it, they made it work.
If you're confident with your body and that's your choice, then do it. But if it's just you're writing a character, I feel like you need to make it really good.
Starfire and Red Hood and the Outlaws is the prime example of how not to do that. For those who don't know, Red Hood and the Outlaws had Starfire in her most revealing outfit ever. And how the character was written, it was very clear the writers just wanted to turn her into a sex doll for the two main male leads. Because, I stand by Starfire's design in most of her incarnations, even if I do prefer some of the more modern incarnations that keep her covered up. Just because it does kind of work for the character. It doesn't sell me on it as much as Red Sonja and Velvet from Tales of Berseria did, but I feel I have to pick my battles when it comes to that particular trope.
Well, randomly back on the topic of the Bad Seed, that was like one of the funnest monologues to perform. When I got it was a random bit of monologue given in one of my acting classes. We were given no backgrounds. We were given nothing. All we had was the bit of the script. That was it. So we didn't know the setting at all or the age of the characters. We had nothing. But it was the funnest shit to be that evil little bitch.
That sounds fun, because it would be interesting to see how everyone interprets the character just based on the monologue.
I turned her... Let's see. I think it was... I turned her into this preppy cheerleader. Like, teenager. Because I didn't understand what the metal thing was. So I was just like, that sounds like some sports thing, but it's a girl. So to keep with making it obvious that it's a girl, I'm gonna do an obvious trope of a cheerleader or something.
Is that an episode?
It is. I was just trying to find a good
I'm sorry.
spot.
Okay. I just wanted to
it's okay.
say that
I was trying to find a good spot where I could put it in so that we can be like, and now we have concluded the episode.
We have concluded.
We don't have to wait several days.
Okay, we will see you guys next time. Bye-bye.